We got a delivery of brake parts. We got our caliper, we got our lever and our master cylinder. We got a brake hose. Slap on some brakes today. Bought this used caliper off of eBay. Well, I put the forks on the wrong side. So, change of plans. Swap forks. Then we can put brakes on. Okay, be right back. Alright, let's try this again. I got the forks swapped around, so hopefully I got it right this time. I can't even be mad at you guys for telling me they're on the wrong side, because I jacked up the video so bad on the last one. Y'all probably didn't even see it. So here we go. We'll just put some brakes on. Easy peasy. You remember this thing had no brakes, no front brakes whatsoever, so ordered a caliper. All this I got off of eBay. Let's see, I got a 14. So that's a 14. Oh, that's a 14. That's a 12 there. Okay, got it. Key. Got that there. Got our banjo bolt. Oh crap. There we go. Don't forget your 2 copper washers, 1 on each side. Universal Chinesium brake line. Only the best, cheapest one I could find. Here we are. Oop, almost forgot one. Here we go. Come on now. Alright, let's see. I wonder if my guesstimation on length was right. Might be a little short, I'm not sure. If so, it might be good enough for us to run around the yard with and replace it later. I only spent 10 bucks on that little guy, so I'm not too worried if I have to get another one. Kind of went cheap on that one because I didn't know for sure my lengths, how they're going to end up in the end. Figured I'd snag a cheap one for testing, and then we can upgrade later. I know that makes me buy it twice, but I'm sure I'll use that brake line for something down the road. get us up there anyway. Let's see. Here we go. Moment of truth. Will all be. Now this is at full stretch too. Tires off the ground. That's right on the money. I like that. Pretty dang good. Alright. I'll take it. We can figure out, it comes with these nice little grommets. Figure out a couple clamps, try to clean it up. Let's see, let's spin that around. I'd like it tucked that way better. It ain't gonna let me. That's gonna be how it is. Okay. If I flip this guy around, let me show you what I'm talking about here. If I flip this guy around, it's not letting me twist it around. So if I flip that guy around, that's going to put me right back into here. That won't do. So that might be as good as we're going to get. I'd like it if that angle was back here and kind of tucked us down. Let me mess with that a minute. Let's see what we can do. Nope, too much twist. Okay, fine. That'll work for now. Let's see. Screwdriver. Go. Brake juice. Anything up there. Alright, so we got our little plate here. So now I need to figure out, let's see which one's my square end. Yep, that one's my square end. Figure out how to put that one right in there. There's a shoulder here. I'm going to try to catch a little bit. Put both those holes in it. Then we're going to loop this around, and so they can hold the brake line back there like that. So first thing we need to do is figure out our bolt holes there. Now, I still got this up on jacks, still got the front end at full sag, I guess. So we know we won't be stretching it, we'll only be kind of folding it up as we set her down on the ground. I don't want the brake line to act like a limiting strap on this guy. I don't think it'd last very long. Alright, so for me, a good way to find the distance between centers, you can either just kind of eyeball like this, or you can measure the distance between the two. So that's 350 thousandths, and then add another 350 thousandths, the hole diameter. So what you're doing in there, so you take that and plus a radius here, or an entire diameter, and that'll get you right on the center. So if we had 350 in between the two, 350 diameter hole, we can add those together, and our centers of our hole are going to be 700 thousandths apart. Right there. So now when we go lay out our plate, we can find our hole centers at 700 thousandths. Alright, let's go drill some holes. Let's see if we can figure this out here. Get fancy and actually do some math rather than just guesstimating. Alright, so our overall piece is 1 inch, 180 thousandths. So we're gonna do a little sketch. Put our dimension here. 1 inch, 180 thousandths that way. Alright, so then we just found out over on the bike, our holes need to be 700 thousandths apart. Okay, so let's see. What we need to do is we'll take that, we'll find our center, and then we'll come off half of that way, half of that way. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Sure, there's a million different ways to do this, but this is the way I'm doing it. Okay, so where's my calculator? So 1 inch, 180 thousandths divided by 2 is 0.59. So 590 thousandths. So 590 thousandths will be our center. There's 500 and there's 90. So we're going to mark that on our steel here. And to help us out, this is called Dykem Blue. It's layout fluid. Once this dries on there, we can scratch lines in it real good. All right, we'll let that dry. All right, well that's drying. Let's walk over to the bike and find our measurement of how far out from that shoulder we need to be. Alright, so we'll go 350 thousandths on that as well. I'd like to have a little bit of room in there. Okay, so now we know that as well. Okay, so that's still drying. Set that there. So what we're doing is we found our center at 0.59, and we know our holes need to come back 0.35. And so once we find our center, then we'll come out 0.35 from each of those and find like that. That's where we'll put our center punch. So we'll do 350 on the calipers. We can scratch that, scratch this, good to go. Right, that is, you see it's still shiny, not dry yet. I must put it on there pretty heavy if it's not dry yet, but that's okay. So, put 350 on our calipers. And we'll use the edge of the caliper to scratch our line. Alright, that's still wet, dang it. Close enough. Alright, so that's our 350 from the edge. And now we need to find our center at 590. So 590 thousandths. And that'll get us our center line. Then we can go 350 from there. Just place it on the edge. Give us a little scratch. Place on the center. Give us a little scratch. Okay, now we know there and there is our center. Come over here, grab our punch. One, two. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go set it up in the drill press. We'll drill it over there. We're gonna run a 5/16 for our final hole, but I'm gonna do a little pilot drill with this 8-inch. Yeah, something's wrong with that guy. He's not centered in there. Not centered, bent to hell, one or the other. It might just be bent to hell. Bent to hell and dull as crap. Alright, let's try a different one here. Let's go with this guy a little bit bigger. Well, it's just a pilot hole. Looks a little better. That. See how we did. I know it's still got burrs on it, but let's see if she fits. All right, I think we did okay. Now we can move on with the next step. So next, I would like to come back here and curl this around. I think we'll have to taper it down some so it'll fit in between those shoulders. Yep. All right, that's next. Let's go back over the bench. All right, I hit those holes with a chamfer tool quick. Now I'll try to figure out how to taper this down some. So I think we're gonna do is we'll come out here about an inch. That should give us plenty of clearance. Use our scribe. Scratches the line there. And we need to drop down to 3/4 of an inch here. So what does that give us? 1/8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 20. So if we go about 410 thousandths. There. No, half of that. Yep. So 200. 200 thou there. Just give us a little line. All right, so I want to drop us down here. Trying to think of the easiest way to do that. Well, I'll radius that. I'll probably just throw it over there in the vise and hit it with a flap wheel. I can draw that down pretty easy. Alright, be right back. This is where we ended up on this guy. Probably a little overkill for a brake hose bracket, but whatever. I like it. Makes me happy. So now it's about a 1/2 inch. Clamp this in the vise and bend it over. And we don't want a full loop because then we wouldn't ever be able to get the brake line in and out. We just want pretty close. So let's see if I have enough hands to do this here. Get her snug and we can straighten it out some. Okay. Over there. Looks pretty straight to me. Some pressure. All right. It's getting there. Not bad at all. Need to bring it in just a little more. See that it won't come out of there. Give her a little tweak. See how we did. Okay. So we can still get our bolts in. Still got clearance for that. It's pretty nice and tight in there. Okay, that goes there, and then we'll slide one of these up. See if we can stuff it in there. Looks like we need to open that up just a skosh. Grab pliers. Alright, what'd you do with the pliers? There they are. Let's try these ones. All right. right in there. Okay, then what we can do is take the pliers and give a little squish. All right, I like that. So I'll get that painted up and looking pretty, and it should do just fine. All right, guys, till the next one, thanks for watching.